So, big blessings to all of you out there. I thought I'd just touch in today and really tap into the key to meditation. So many people I speak with talk about the challenge they have with meditation is their mind. So, how many people think the challenge you have with meditation is your mind? Yeah, it's actually not your mind, it's your relationship with your mind. So it's not your mind, it's your relationship with your mind while you're in meditation and really all the way through your life. So what does this mean and how can you apply this in meditation? So usually what happens when you're going into meditation, you get into this place of settling in and finally stilling, and then as your body stills, the mind starts to go faster and faster. It starts thinking about more things, and it may be challenges, problems, etc., or it just may be a laundry list of your things to do, just depending on where you're at in your life, in that specific juncture of your life. So the intention is not to get rid of the thoughts. So when you get rid of thoughts, or you're trying to get rid of thoughts, what are you doing? You're creating war. And in war, what brings more war is war, fighting it. So we're not here to fight in meditation. We're actually here to open our arms, open our hands, open our breath, open our minds, and be with what is. So the key is shifting the idea that meditation has to be no thought, and that it's the issue is your mind. It's actually your issue is with your relationship with your mind. So as you're in, just close your eyes or focus on one point and begin to connect into your breath and intend to step into the spaciousness of meditation. And the first thing that comes is a thought. So when that thought comes, you can stay in and just listen. When the thought comes, you can catch it and watch it. And actually observe the thought and observe the desire to go on a journey with that thought, or into a story with that thought, or into a belief with that thought. And the key is, rather than getting lost in the next several thoughts or beliefs about that thought or where that takes you, is just catching and watching the thought, and catching and watching the desire to go down that journey of all of those thoughts. So then you're with your breath, you're with your inhale, you're with your exhale. And whatever arises is alive, is invited to be here, is welcome to be here. So if thoughts come in, sounds come in, noises, people come in through your meditation, they're welcome, they're part of your meditation. So now your meditation becomes all-inclusive. Every thought is welcome. So you can be breathing, connected to the breath, and then also aware of the thoughts. What we want to catch is when we get lost in the thoughts and we're completely gone. We're no longer meditating, we're thinking. So that shift is then catching when we're thinking and lost in the thoughts, and then moving into the spaciousness. I call it a cobra rising above the head and watching everything that's happening inside the mind. Experiencing every feeling. Being present with what is. And catching any story, any belief. You're welcome to have your thoughts, your beliefs, your stories, but while you're in meditation, you're simply watching them. You're not giving them any credence, yes, you're right or wrong, or you're noticing when you buy in and sell yourself or selling somebody else in your mind on a belief or on a story. That's all welcome to be here, but you're catching that you're even buying into all of that. So it's kind of like a ball is dropping, and at some point you finally catch the ball. And wherever you finally catch the ball, that's where you are. And any judgments that you have about not catching the thought or the belief system or whatever it is, sooner you even catch that. And eventually you catch the judgment, you catch the thoughts, and then you're with that. And that ball drops, and then you're here. Present with the breath, the cobra above the mind, watching, experiencing the thoughts, not buying into them, viewing them, experiencing the feelings, watching any story that comes up about the feelings. And then you just continue. And you do this for 30 seconds, for a minute, a couple times a day. And if it builds, it builds. If it doesn't, can you catch the judgment about it? So let's just complete here with about 30 seconds of silence outside and watching anything that's unfolding inside. Be with you. May we live and be more and more in the present moment. Namaste.